Hello guys, welcome back to Confession with Kingkay. On today's episode, it's all about jealous relatives who took my parents. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. So the confession goes like this. Hello Kay, I would like to share my confession, but keep me as anonymous. I would like to share my story. I'm a guy from Soweto. My parents passed away a few years back when I was doing matric. So my parents' death took my focus on school. I couldn't even focus or hear anything in class. I was so confused and hurt about my parents' death. I was the only child of my parents, and after their death, I was left alone. I had no one else to support me or to be my shoulder to cry on. Even my parents' families and relatives didn't even both help since they knew I was all alone. So before my parents' death, we went together as a family to consult about our life as we always do every year. But my parents, when we got to the healer told us everything, even who's bewitching us. I was even hurt when I was told that the people that are after our life, it's our families and relatives. They were all on a competition to be the head of the witchcraft in that family, and their task was to kill my family to get the power, since we were never part of their family and we didn't want anything to do with their nighty doings, meaning the things that they do at night. So they always send their things to us, which led to my parents' death. That gave them more advantage to make me fail matric, because after their death I was so confused. I didn't know what to do next or how will my future look like, since I didn't have any parents or someone who will support me. So I was hurt after everything that happened, because I wanted them to pay for what they did. I wanted revenge for all they took from me, which is my family. I then went to the same traditional healer who told us everything about who's after us, but this time I went to know if there's anything I can do to get powers or something I can do to get revenge for what they did to my family in exchange for anything. I even sought for my life so that their life can be gone for what they did to my family. So I went to a traditional healer, but I didn't have any money to pay for what I will ask to the traditional healer. So I asked the traditional healer if he can do some things to the enemies. So the traditional healer suggested I should twala with a snake that can help me fight my enemies, but I don't have to pay now. I will pay when I start receiving what I wanted. During the conversation, I didn't even care if I will die early or the consequences of what I'm doing, because I was so hurt and mad for revenge to be sooner. So what I wanted was revenge for my family, and if it means I will die, I'm done and good with my revenge, so be it. So the healer did everything for me by initiating me to his secret society so that I can get the power I need, also the money, even when I never wanted the money. He then instructed me to pee inside the bowl, which was made of clay, which I couldn't see what's inside. It was dark inside, so all I had to do was to pee inside that bowl. I can say a bowl, I don't know what to call it, which is made of clay. So I peed inside that bowl, inside that certain room. Then after a few minutes, the snake came out of the bowl. He then instructed me to kill the snake and drink its blood. When done, I should take the remaining dead snake and bath with it. So I did as I was asked. So when I was bathing, the healer took the dead snake and put it inside the water and put some water inside that water so that I can take a bath while the snake is inside the water. Snake which is dead, right? So after bathing, I was asked to pour that water I was bathing with inside the 2-liter bottle and take the water home with me. And when I get home, I should place that water under the bed. I will see what happens. So I did what she asked. So at night I heard the loud footsteps around my yard, only to realize it came from those people who were after my family. They were running away from the snake. I took a nap only to wake up and find a lot of money laying around my room. But when I checked under the bed, I found the snake I killed inside the bottle. Wow. I then took few amount of money to pay the healer and left the snake there. When I got to the healer, I then asked what's going on. Why is the snake I killed came back alive in my room? Then the healer said, don't worry, the snake is your new guardian and also your friend. All I need to do is feed it with whatever it needs. Then you will receive more money and power. Also, the snake will start speaking with you once you take it out of the bottle. I was kind of happy that I will finally destroy my enemies with it. I wasn't worried about any sacrifices because the only family I had was the enemies I no longer want to see. So I therefore went home to take it out of the bottle and send it on its first mission. I took it out and sent it to my first enemy, which is my first family member who caused me the pain of failing metric. I actually sent the snake to not kill her, but to give her an unexplainable illness. Then after a few minutes, the result got out that the person was sick and couldn't even get out of the bed. I was happy that it worked, so I continued bothering all of them because I enjoyed seeing them suffer, because I didn't want to see them gone yet, meaning dead yet. I enjoy the entertainment and the news I get about their well-being. I enjoy seeing that the money I had up until the snake started demanding some things for it to continue working for me. I wasn't ready to hear its demand, but I had to do what it asked because my goal was to make that family and relatives suffer the way my parents suffer. It was actually after I have asked the snake to take them all the way they killed my parents. That's when the snake demanded that I should bring souls of babies, because the number of people my enemies have killed doesn't balance with its power. So the snake, to make them end up where my parents are, I have to get it more soul to be stronger. Then I asked, what does that mean? How many souls did my relative took? This English. The snake said enough, that the number of the people they have taken is the number they will survive any death strike from us. Meaning, if they killed 10 people, it means I have to strike them 11 times to take them, which is harder since they will strike back. If I don't have the power to survive their strike, so I will head to maximum of 20 babies. But all I have to do was to go around the shop and parks to leave the babies I come across. Meaning, when I meet a lady with a baby, I just adore the baby and ask to leave the baby for a minute. That's when I could extract the baby's souls or let's say spirit. I didn't know the meaning of what I was doing, but at the end of the day, the babies will experience a lot of sickness and some of them being gone. So I lifted enough babies for that day, and when I got home I found the snake big and still getting big, and now it was ready to work. I then gave the instruction that it has to do what they did to my family, to all the people who were involved, and it did as I asked. Then people from my family and relatives started disappearing every week, and after every funeral the snake will start to get small to the same size it was when I started the ritual. After a few months they were all gone, but now I had no reason to keep it here. I wanted it gone cause it wants to take my cousins, and they were not involved in their parents' doings. It now wants more babies too cause I didn't allow it to go after my cousin. I went back to the healer to ask it to stop. He also doesn't want to be involved. I even offered the snake to take me cause my revenge is done, but it declined my offer cause it now wants to finish all who's left in the family. But I declined the offer, so since the healer didn't want to help, I took the snake and threw it far away at some mountain so that it can live like normal animal. But now since the snake is gone, now I have had nightmares. I could see all my relatives and family holding the babies I have lifted. I sometimes see babies crying day and night. When I go to the shop, I even think I'm running crazy because when I get to the shop, I no longer have the money I have left with at home. Please, I need help to stop seeing those people. I even went to find the snake at the mountain, but I couldn't get there because I got an accident on the way. I think all I did to those people is now coming back to me. That's the end. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. More episode coming soon.